So I've been running with an upper lower split for the past 3 to 4 months now, and I've seen a crazy amount of gains on the split. Some of the reason why is because I cut back my training and I just do 3 days per week, and it's just led to me having so much more enjoyment, and it's just a lot more exciting now to go in and train. I feel like my motivation's a lot higher, and it's just a really good, smart, and intelligent way to train where you're getting a higher ROI for the work that you put in. So first off, on Monday, I'll do my first upper body day of the week. And I'll start this off with an incline chest press. I really like doing dumbbells over barbells because I just feel like you get a much deeper stretch in the upper chest. And it's a really, really good movement to do this on an incline because a lot of people are lagging in their upper chest. They don't actually realize it, but it's actually really noticeable when someone doesn't have that upper chest muscle. I think it's by far one of the most aesthetic muscles which you should be looking to build up, and it just really, really gives you a really nice aesthetic look when you've actually got fully developed upper chest muscles. So that's a reason why I'll put this right at the start of the routine, so when you're fresh, so you've got the highest potential for growth. And then I'll do this for 2 sets for 6 to 10 reps. It's really important on these ones to make sure that your shoulders are pulled back and you're pushing your chest out a little bit, just so that you're not over engaging your front deltoid and you're actually hitting the chest muscles a lot better. After I've done this movement, I'll go on to some bicep curls. I like to do these incline on a bench as well, and I do this because it just helps to take out all of the momentum in this movement. As long as you can make sure that your elbows are staying in the same place and you're really actually using and engaging your biceps, then this is going to be a great movement. I wouldn't go up too high because if you got too high towards your chest, it's going to take a lot of the tension off your biceps. And just make sure you're going all the way down until your elbows are in a straight line so that you're getting a full range of motion on this movement. So I found that doing this movement, it's all you really need for your biceps. It's a great exercise and it's really going to help to just build up both heads of that bicep really well and make your arms pop. So moving on from this is when I'd throw in some triceps. And I really like to do either extensions or push downs. I normally do these with a V cable, but you can do them with a rope as well. And I just find that switching these two up is really good because if you're only doing extensions, you're probably going to have slightly more developed long head, and then vice versa if you're only doing push downs. So to mix these up is just a really good way to ensure that you're hitting both heads. You're going to be hitting everything in your triceps anyway because you're isolating them. However, it's just a little bit better to just make sure that you're kind of switching this up a little bit. So once you've got your movement, again, just like the biceps, make sure that your elbows are kind of fixed in a locked position, and that's really a huge benefit for this one as well. And you're probably not going to be using your momentum that much as well. I'll probably lean forward on the push downs a little bit more just to make sure you're engaging your triceps. And so I'll do this again for 2 sets for 6 to 10 reps. After this, I'll move on to a rowing movement for your back. I normally have, on one upper body day, I'll do a rowing movement, and then on the other rowing day, I'll do a pull down movement. So this is going to rotate between building up your rhomboids, your traps, and your upper back, which is going to be worked on more of a rowing movement. And then I'll do a pull down movement, which is going to bias the lats as well, just to give you that width and that V-taper look. So on Monday, I'll bias the upper back a little bit more, and I'll just do any rowing movement. It could be a cable row, or it could be a machine row, just whatever you find is the most enjoyable for you. And I probably have my elbows tilted up a little bit higher towards my shoulders in this movement, just so you can bias the traps and the upper back as well to give you that thickness. And just making sure that you're pushing your chest out and your lower back in when you're doing these exercises. So I'll do that again for 2 sets, 6 to 10 reps. The final movement to finish this off, I love doing lateral raises. If you're doing this on a machine, it's really easy. It's going to help to actually create a lot more stability. And if you're doing it on dumbbells, just make sure that you have some sort of chest support, or that you're holding the dumbbells and you're tilted your hand down a little bit, kind of like you're pouring a cup into a glass of water. And I think that this is a great movement to target the lateral deltoids. It's a really key muscle group to look aesthetic because you want to have those wide shoulders This is make or break for a really nice physique. So add these in at the end of your movement, and I'll do these for about 2 sets as well, 6 to 10 reps. And I feel like this is such a good routine. This is 10 sets and it's 5 exercises. It's going to give you really everything you need. You're building up the chest for your first movement on the chest press, and then you're also getting some front deltoid movements. Then you're going to be hitting the lateral movement at the end there. You're also hitting the back, and you're going to get some anterior deltoid movement as well from doing a back row. And it's also just a great movement to build up the traps and the rhomboids. And then you're also hitting biceps and triceps, so you're building up the arms, which are some really key aesthetic muscles as well. So I found that doing this routine, just doing 10 sets and just doing a moderate rep range, really manages for fatigue, and it just makes the whole process of doing the workout so much more enjoyable. So I found that since I've started this routine, since I've started doing this upper body day, I've made a ton of progress, and it's just been a lot of fun for me to do this routine. So as long as you're making sure that you have a key eye on progress, you're tracking your lifts, and you're aiming for progressive overload, this is going to be a really, really good routine to give you a significant amount of strength and muscle growth.